Today I'm going to show you how to get started in the garden update, but make sure you hit subscribe and let's get straight into the video. Okay, so once you've entered the garden, you're going to want to talk to Sam and he'll take you through all the basics of all of this sort of stuff that's going on, but the main things are going to happen over here. So one thing that you need to sort of get your head around is how compost works. This is going to be one of the most important things for unlocking new plots and all of that sort of thing. So I've got 10 compost right now, but I'm going to make a bunch more. So how you want to do this is insert a bunch of crops. So I use my enchanted cocoa beans because I have a few minions down for those, but you can use anything, any sort of farm matter, and you will get some from this update eventually. So let's just do that, and then I filled up the thing with 35,000, so I'm going to get a bunch of compost over time as long as I keep supplying it with fuel. Now the way you get fuel is from the Sky Mart here. You can buy yourself some biofuel which goes straight into the composter, and then you can get as much fuel as you want. Then you get a compost every 10 minutes, which is very nice. So what do you use this compost for? Well, you may be able to see around me there's a bunch of plots of crops. These aren't all filled yet, but I'm working on them. But yeah, so these plots are unlocked through the desk here. If you look at my plots, so I've got carrot, wheat and potato so far, and I've got one more that I'm going to show you how to do today. So I think I'm going to put sugarcane in that one. But basically these plots, how they work is you paste a design onto the thing, and then you get all the seeds that you need to plant it. This one is not filled because seeds are really impossible to get right now, especially. So I haven't filled it all yet, but I will do that eventually. But yeah, what you're essentially trying to do is get as many garden levels as you can. You do that by leveling up each crop, so by just mining a bunch of the crop. There are a few things that you can increase your farming fortune and all that stuff that will get you more, but I'll talk about those later. So the other things you can do once you get you will be able to upgrade your crops. Now you do this using copper, which I'll talk about in a minute, but this basically will give you more farming fortune per level, and this can get really high. So let's say potato, I've got 2. For every garden level I can get more and more farming fortune for more and more copper. I think it scales over time, so people will get that you get more and more copper over time. But yeah, to get copper you have to do these orders. So Liam, for example, so he says you can buy the sun or something, but he'll offer you a trade deal where he wants 2 enchanted hay bales for 1 copper and some garden XP. So that is pretty good. Your garden level is very important. I think you can see it in here somewhere if you look at farming. Yeah, garden level. So garden level gives you very good stuff. It unlocks the new crops. So I will get melon on my next level. I'm not very high level yet. You will get very high. But this unlocks all of the crops, and then you also get the upgrades for the previous crops, which is very nice. So what is the best way to farm your crops? Now I've got myself melon armor. This is the basic set, so this gives you a little bit of farming fortune and a little bit of speed, doesn't really matter. And then croppier crops, this ability gives you of dropping, so you get a bit of chance of dropping croppies. I haven't dropped any yet. And you also get 30 farming fortune overall, so that's very nice. Then, say I'm doing potatoes, I need to actually do this, finish this plot. I want to get myself a potato hoe. You don't necessarily need this, but it's very important. You will have it eventually. So to get this, you need to do Jacob's festivals and get a gold medal, and you can make a mathematical hoe and combine it with some potatoes, and you get this. I've already farmed 350,000 potatoes on that. You don't need this, but it is quite good to have. I don't have it for every crop, which is why they're all empty still. But for potato, I do have it. And then what you want is your personal compactor, and put your auto enchant thing in there. And then you just go and farm through here. I'm not sure what the best way to hit all of them is, probably like 3s. But you'll see here I'm getting levels by the minute, and literally that gives you 50 garden XP. So I'm getting closer and closer to the goal of leveling up the garden milestone thing. And also I have got myself a elephant pet recently. So this thing is good for farming because you get 59 farming fortune, which is very, very nice. Especially for this update, it might be worth getting one if you have a lot of coins. It costed me probably like 15 mil or something. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but yeah, it's very expensive, but it is good. Once you get it full level, you get a bunch of farming fortune, and most people already have it if you've done farming before. Oh look, I got a croppy, let's go. Okay, so this croppy, what you can use this is to craft the next set. So you put in your melon armor and you get out some croppy stuff. This one looks quite good actually. I might get this one first. So if you get a bunch of box of seeds, these are going to be expensive, I feel like. You will be able to eventually get yourself this croppy chest plate, and this is also enchanted baked potatoes, which is the hoe I have, so that works quite well. So I can get myself a croppy chest plate eventually, which would be very nice. And then I think there's probably a set bonus for all of these that will give me more farming fortune as well, which is very nice. But yeah, I need to get this thing fully filled out, so what I might do is take that out, and then I'll show you how exactly I go about doing this normally. So I'll wait till I'm full, and then I'll fill my storages here, my backpack slots, with all the potatoes, so I can have as many as I need to fill my thing. And then I'll just keep doing this. Keep filling all the backpacks, and then you can go over to the main area, and they will paste it for you. And the pasting takes quite a while if you're doing it loads of times, if you don't have all of them at once. It can take a while because it has to re-go through all of the blocks and do it like that. But it shouldn't take too long. That should almost be enough probably. But yeah, if we head over here, you can go on the desk here, and if you configure plots and then potato, there you go, and then from inventory you start pasting. So it won't use any while you're not pasting new blocks, so you need to get all your potatoes out. And then we look over here, it's slowly gonna, if you see on the percent, it says 11% done, so it's gonna work through all of the ones that it's done already, and then eventually come back around here, and you'll start getting potatoes planted all through here, and they'll get used up from your inventory. Now you can, if you have a cookie buff, you can just buy it straight from Bazaar. That's probably the lazy person's way. If you can't afford to do that, or you just can't be bothered to do that, you can do it yourself quite easily. That might be useful if you're doing wheat, because it's really annoying to get seeds. Yeah, it's just really annoying to get seeds. Wheat is probably the most difficult crop to do, and it's the first one, which is really annoying. But you can eventually do it. I'd suggest seeds are very expensive because of the basket of seeds thing, and also wheat is expensive because you need the hay bale things. So that's probably not a wise idea to buy all your seeds from the bazaar. So yeah, that's my take on it. But let's get more potatoes out of here, and you should see it start filling up as we go here. This is literally just consuming all the potatoes as quickly as I can get them out, really. There you go. And if we look over here, yeah, we're almost done here. Looks like we'll have enough, hopefully. Did I get any more? Yeah, I got some more. Here you go. And that should hopefully be enough, just about, maybe. 1, 2, oh, this is going to be close. Yeah, just about enough. There you go. So now I have a fully planted potato field, and let's show you the process of planting the completely new field. So for sugarcane, I don't have any sugarcane on me, but what it will do, what I've basically done is I've gone and cleaned out the plot. So where you do that is with a Sam's scythe, because it clears 3 by 3 of grass, leaves and stuff. So you just need to clear it until it will say a percentage on the side that tells you how much you've cleared, and then you can start planting. So the way you do that is over at the desk. I'd probably get some sugarcane, but I don't have any on me right now, but it will still do it can still do the thing without that. So if we configure the plot to sugarcane and we paste from inventory, I need to have some. Yeah, I have none of it, so yeah, I need to go and get some sugarcane. But basically, yeah, we can plant all of that sugarcane down, and then eventually get ourselves, like, I've got a sugarcane hoe here, so this is going to be my best crop, I think, to go for. So I've done quite a bit of sugarcane farming on my island, just to do it by myself, without the garden. But I don't know I wonder if people will still use sugarcane farms on their island. Probably not eventually, because like, why would you bother building a sugarcane farm on your island when you've got the free build one there? But I wonder if it probably, I think sugarcane especially will stay on the islands, because you can't get enough to infinitely farm, which is what people want to do, unless you had a lot of plots of sugarcane. So yeah, it might be easier to do it on the island for now, but eventually, because you get all of the bonuses and stuff from the farm or from the garden, it might be really good to use that instead. I've got quite a lot of cane now. This might be enough, honestly. Yeah, I've got really OP stats for the cane because I got 1 million sugarcane harvested. That's not even very much compared to most people, but it is a decent amount, and it's more than potatoes I've done. So if we go into here, now we should be able to paste onto the new plot, nice and easy, like so. And then from inventory. So this is the plot back here, I think. So this might take a while, but the oh, there's a Jacob's contest as well. I could actually do that, but oh, this sugarcane does it like this. I haven't seen this yet, so I need to get some more out. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of sugarcane, I feel like. Yeah, this looks quite cool actually, the little sugarcane, and you can do it. You can do your little row, like you can go down the rows like this, which is nice layout they've done here. That's going to help people to do it quicker, because on the island you normally do the back-to-back thing, which where you like at the end of each one you have a block here or something, or block here, so you can like walk on it and just go like this, and then you keep going, which is very OP tactic that most farmers do. Yeah, the garden is a really cool update so far. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much all of my advice. I'd suggest you do all of these quests, because the copper is going to become more and more useful as you go, and you can look at the logbook to figure out who you've talked to, and the more times they visit, I think the better rewards you get. So yeah, make sure you do hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.